Can you explain to me why I just got a ticket for no insurance?
On your vehicle?
Yeah.
I took it off.
Why did you take the insurance off of the car?
Because we don't need it insured.
The law says you do.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I have a ticket telling me that the law says that I do.
Well, fight it, because you don't need the insurance on the car if you're not planning on filing a claim if something happens to that car. That's the law. You don't need it on your car.
You need insurance to operate a vehicle. Like,
no,
you need it to, yes.
Only if you want it to get, like, fixed.
I'm pretty sure that this is a skit, but even so, it demonstrates something that men have gone through in relationships. And that is his girlfriend, his wife, talking in circles instead of taking accountability. Even within the skit, this woman refuses to take accountability for what she did and to just apologize and to believe that her husband is correct. Meanwhile, her husband is demonstrating such patience. And while we all can make stupid mistakes in relationships, the key is to take accountability for them. As a woman, if you can do this, your man is literally never going to remain mad at you.
Y'all, how angry do you think my husband's gonna be when he finds out that I need him to change the way he did this? So I just noticed that, you see the way these are spaced apart right here? Well, these are closer. I don't know why he bought this one that has the closer, I don't know, railing pieces, but I wanted it all to look like this. I don't know. He's done 5 so far. There's the rest of them down there. He can take those back, I guess, but I don't know how hard it is gonna be. Just take the screws out of there and replace it.
I think the part that husband is going to have the biggest problem with is actually hearing from her that he did it the wrong way. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't know anything about construction, but looking at where those bars are placed, it kind of looks like they would be placed closer together at the bottom in order to protect animals and probably small children from falling through. I don't know. You guys tell me if I'm way off base, but the fact is that she hasn't gone and talked to her husband about that. It's only about the look of it, and it's not about the actual use of it. Based on that, she has decided that it has been done wrong and is going to need to be fixed. I don't think he's going to like it.
You communicate terribly. Are you hungry? No. Oh, you got Burger King? You get something for me? No, I didn't. As a matter of fact. Why? Because right before I left, I asked you if you're hungry. What'd you say? What'd you say?
You didn't say where you were going.
It does not matter. That has no effect on your answer. Are you hungry?
Okay, listen, I've confirmed it. My husband no longer cares about me. Okay, so this morning when I woke up in a really bad mood. Okay, I don't know why I woke up in a bad mood, but I was just in a bad mood. And I wanted to talk to him about it. I really did. So when he asked me the first time, he said, "What's wrong with you? You're acting like you're in a bad mood or something." I said, "No, I'm fine." Okay, so then he asks again. He was like, "No, I can tell something's wrong with you. What's going on? Is there something wrong?" And I said, "No, I'm fine." And then he never asked me again. He never asked again. And what hurts the most is that I was going to tell him on that third time. I was going to tell him the third time that he asked. Did not persist with the questions. He asked twice and he let it go. Who does that? Who does that? I'll tell you who does that. Somebody who doesn't care about their wife. That's who does that. Somebody who's probably cheating on her. Somebody who is preoccupied talking to somebody else all day. He hasn't even texted me today to ask me what was wrong. He hasn't, because he hasn't thought twice about it. He has not let it consume his thoughts. It's been consuming mine. I've been unwell all day.
Or maybe your man just can't read your mind and he's relying on you to use your big girl words when something is wrong with you and tell him. And what's frustrating for that man is that he's most likely going to be the one to apologize because he doesn't want to fight. Even though he's not the one that woke up with a bad mood. Even though he's the one that did check in with you to see what was wrong. Even though all that man probably wants is for you to be okay. On the other hand, if you used your words and you told him what was wrong, and if he had a poor reaction to that, that would be a different story. But at least that would be something real for him to actually apologize about.
I didn't like his beard, so I took matters into my own hands.
No!
Here, let me fix it for you.
He was devastated.
Why would you do that? What if I took that and I cut your hair off?
I told you I didn't like your beard.
This is obviously so messed up, and the amount of self-control that that man displays is honestly worrisome, because it tells me that this is not the first time something completely inappropriate like this has happened. And this man already made all of the good points, because he's right. If he had done this to her, it would be seen as abusive. And on top of that, there is literally no woman in the world that would remain this calm if her husband or boyfriend or loved one did this to her. She would flip out, because we all know that this is absolutely crossing a line. But what's most worrisome is that her display of control over his physical features, she doesn't understand that it's not okay, even when she's listening to all of the solid points he's making. That is a woman that is never going to see the logic, and I feel sorry for that man.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Just give him the chance to do it, because a good man will do what he says he's going to do. And you should be okay with him doing it on his timeline, because he's the one that's doing it. And if you're not okay with that, I would ask yourself why, and understand that people do not like being controlled.
That is a tough one. That is a tough one. I want to say yes.
I think this dynamic gets a lot of couples in trouble, because in her eyes, he's choosing hobbies and things that he enjoys, and she wants him to pick her, whether that's through spending time with her or doing things that helps offload the stress from her life. But what she doesn't understand is that he doesn't have anybody that offloads his stress. All he can do is take breaks from it. So this is what he's doing when he's playing golf or PlayStation or watching a game. So instead of having the dynamic where you are the gatekeeper of his hobbies, figure out together what the day should look like so that you're both getting what you need. Trust me.
Good night, babe. I love you too.
Your man's problem with this is not that you said no. It's that your reason seems disingenuous when you roll over to stay awake on your phone. And if you can't be open and honest with him, he's going to think that it's a you problem. So I am telling you, if you care about your relationship lasting a long period of time, you have to understand that this is a problem that is not just his problem. It is a partnership problem. And you need to turn towards him to figure it out. The problem is not in that he supports your lifestyle. That's not what people are having an issue with in this TikTok, because it's probably something that that good man in your life wants to do. And likely he is receiving some amount of reciprocation from you in order for you guys to have a good marriage. The problem is the unappreciative tone. So not only would not making this TikTok go a long ways in making him feel appreciated, but also having sort of this team discussion to figure out how he can get more family time. And maybe that involves some sacrifices that you make. Your man knows that something is wrong, and the timeline depends on how many times you've done this to him before, because eventually he will get tired of asking and he will just wait for you to pick up your big girl pants and put them on.